E-commerce homepage SEO. How do you actually optimize your homepage for the search engine as well as balancing it for your visitors when it comes to user experience? That's exactly what I'll be going over in this video. So first and foremost, what qualifies me? Well, I've worked with small businesses all the way to a multi-billion-dollar e-commerce business. I've worked in multiple award-winning UK marketing agencies, and I've got 8 years of doing SEO. So if you like that, then I'd highly recommend, if you'd want more valuable e-commerce insights and no bullshit generic SEO advice, as well as to-the-point videos. So I'll be going over 7 tips as well as 1 bonus tip every single person should be doing when it comes to optimizing their homepage. So let's get straight to it. So first of all, we're going to work on the top menu. So there are 5 key areas here. So first of all, you want to keep it minimal. So use a drop down menu to keep it clean. Don't overcrowd it. There's no need. You've got the footer menu as well to add more stuff, which we'll be going over later. Link to pages you really want to rank. So this is essentially going to be your categories. You can have your add to cart button there as well as your search function. So for example, I'll put some screenshots here. So this is a good example. So you've got their shop and they're linking to their category pages. This is their blog, their about page as well as a trade page. So this is a good example of keeping it to minimum. Now this is an example of not exactly being a minimal take on it, but it's not too bad because they've got a lot of categories and that type of thing. So if it does go a bit overboard, that is okay if it makes sense. So keep that in mind. I'll probably put that blog right here in the footer instead. And you've got executive office desks and then office desks. So I'd probably put executive office desks inside of office desks. So you want to keep your menu to the minimum. And of course, you want your search function there, as mentioned. So after the top menu, we need to look at above the fold. So the above the fold is what the user sees instantly on the page. So if we go below, so this is below the fold now. So the user should instantly be able to know what your website is about with a single glance. So this is a good example because if you look at it instantly, you can see the non-alcoholic wine bottles. It says the Ivy collection, which is related to wines. And you can see it's related to what they're selling essentially. The user can instantly tell. With this page, it is the same, not as good, but you can still see the office chairs right above the fold. It says modern office furniture. Even the logo says order office furniture. And you've got the menu as well. And you can just tell exactly what this is at a glance. Now, number 3 is link to your highest revenue pages. So these could be your category pages and your product pages. And then number 4, you want to link to pages you really want to rank. So again, these could be category pages, your products and your blog posts. And this website's homepage has done a good job. So they've linked to product pages. So ideally, these products would be products that are making you the most money, as well as products that aren't too far from the first position. And you've got to keep in mind, your homepage is the most powerful page on your entire website. So when you send a link somewhere, it's going to be a strong signal. As well as they've got the categories. So you can see the non-alcoholic red wine, non-alcoholic white wine, and they've kept it to a minimum. They haven't oversaturated it. And then as you can see, they've got 3 blog posts. And again, that's all you need, about 3. Absolute 5 is the max, but you want to keep it to a minimum. This has done the same thing. So you've got some products lined up here, and as well as the categories. So executive office desks, modern office desks. So that's the next thing you're going to want to do. We're blazing straight through this. So number 5, use social proof. So use testimonials. So let the user know that basically people are saying positive things about your product. I don't believe, so you've got kind of some social proof here because you've got a rating here, a star rating. Shows 5-star ratings, but ideally it'd be something like this, where there'd be a person here, their face, and then they're talking about the product, saying a few nice things about the business as well. So that's the next thing, social proof. Number 6 is blog roll. I was going to say bog roll. So blogs you really want to rank and only link to a few posts, because the more links you give, the more saturated it's going to get, the less powerful those links will be. So that's why you want to keep it to a minimum. So blogs you really want to rank. So let's just say this blog right here, can you drink non-alcoholic beer when pregnant? So let's say a lot of people are signing up to your email list when they read this particular blog post, so it would make sense for them to add it to the homepage. And I believe they're ranking number 1 for that term. So that's the next thing. So number 7, and I've got a bonus tip after this, the footer menu. So pages you want to rank, the boring pages, which are the privacy policy, the returns, links to your socials, option to sign up to your newsletter, as well as trust badges. So if we look here, you've got the quick links here. So these are the boring stuff like privacy policy, cookie policy, terms of service, refund policy. Then you've got the pages that they really want to rank. So they've done that under popular collections. So non-alcoholic red wine, non-alcoholic white wine, rosé wine, etc. They've got the links to their socials, so Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, as well as a contact details here, the physical contact location, and they've got a little section for the newsletter if people want to sign up, as well as a trust badge right here. My face is in the way. So they've got their trust badges right here. And you can add whichever ones you want. So this is another example. So these are different trust badges you can add. And that just helps another layer of trust when people are visiting your site. So what's the bonus tip? The bonus tip is to optimize your H1 and meta title for the homepage, because again, as mentioned, your homepage is the most powerful page on your entire website. So it's worth optimizing it for a keyword. Now, it doesn't always make sense to optimize your homepage for a keyword, because say, for example, if you're a bigger company, I found that they don't tend to optimize the homepage. They just leave it to the brand name because they're a bigger company, right? They just rely on their brand name, which is fine. Chances are you may not be a bigger company. So what you want to do is have your keyword in there and looking for your keyword, something which encompasses your entire business. So you can see their category pages. They've got non-alcoholic wine, red wine, white wine. So the only thing that's going through my mind is the homepage could be something like alcohol-free drinks, and that would be the homepage that they would target. So you could see this guy here, Dry Drinker, and this is a site that looks similar to this one, selling non-alcoholic beverages, and their homepage is ranking, I believe, as number 3. So yeah, they could definitely optimize for something like this. And that's essentially it. Those are 7, well, technically 8 things you can do to optimize your homepage. Very simple, very straightforward, but highly effective. Because again, I've been doing this for a while now. I've done this for lots of different e-commerce sites, small and large. And I found that this is the 80-20 principle. This is the things that you want to add. And basically, you're done essentially. Sure, you can tweak up to a higher level. But when it comes to the big, bulky things, this is what's going to get you most of the results. Now, if you're serious about growing your e-commerce business, I'd highly recommend a one-on-one consultation with myself. So you'd fill out a pre-questionnaire. I'll do an in-depth review of your website, and it'll be a one-hour call going over the different growth strategies for your website and what you need to implement to further grow your e-commerce website. So you can check that out. If you don't want to do that, then I'd highly recommend e-commerce quick wins cheat sheet. So I'll put this together. So these are things that will have the highest impact when it comes to your revenue in the shortest time span possible. And that's it for this video. And again, if you did enjoy, I'd highly recommend subscribing, because there are a lot more e-commerce related videos on this channel.